Thank you very much. Good evening, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to specially welcome you to the second I'd like to specially welcome you to the second anniversary of one of the leading online television in South Nigeria, led by a dogged and dynamic fellow, a friend, a sister, a colleague in the media profession. I'm talking of the MD CEO, Best Orator. She has asked me to warmly welcome you to this second year anniversary. Today promises to be very, very interesting. It's a packed full event. We'll be having a lecture, awards, and unveiling of BeeTv News Foundation. It's my honor and privilege to anchor this event this evening. I am Ehisume Eriamiatoy, and I hope that tonight will be a very memorable one, not just for members of staff of BeeTv, but for everyone seated here this evening. Once again, I'd like to say welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I will be coming back upstage to make some recognitions of dignitaries here present. All of you here seated today, you are highly welcome. Best has asked me to celebrate you and to extend her warmest regards and appreciation for being here to celebrate this second year anniversary. But before then, permit me to bring on stage for a light musical performance, the cultural troupe. Cultural troupe, are you ready? Thank you. I'll be back shortly. DJ, while we wait for them, please, can you give us some music while we await the arrival of the cultural troupe?
alone. Together we stand. I'll be by your side. You know I'll take your hand. When it gets cold and it feels like the end, there's no place to go. You know I won't give in. No, I won't give in. Keep holding on, 'cause you know we'll make it through, we'll make it through. Just stay strong, 'cause you know I'm here for you, I'm here for you. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. There's no other way when it comes to the truth. So keep holding on, 'cause you know we'll make it through, we'll make it through. So far away, I wish you were here. Before it's too late, this could all disappear. Before the doors close and it comes to an end, with you by my side, I will fight and defend. Keep holding on, 'cause you know we'll make it through, we'll make it through. Just stay strong, 'cause you know I'm here for you, I'm here for you. There's nothing you can say, nothing you can do. There's no other way when it comes to the truth. So keep holding on, 'cause you know we'll make it through, we'll make it through. Hear me when I say I believe. Nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna change destiny. Whatever's meant to be will work out perfectly. So well, when I first held your hand and we started to dance, I had this awesome crush on you, hoping deep down inside that you wanted me to. And now we're here together, preparing ourselves for the future, yeah. 'Cause there's so much that we can do. Oh girl, let me show you. We've only just begun. The romance is not over. We got a lot of love to give. Hey, Frankie. I was walking down the street one day. When I looked up, I saw a friend. Hey, Frankie. Do you remember way back when we were friends, going together, but then you left me, Frankie? Do you remember me, Frankie? Do you remember you were 15 and I was 12? It was summer, we were so in love. I never loved anyone this much. Look at me, I'm thrilled to your touch. Hey, Frankie. Do you remember me, Frankie? Do you remember? Oh, how you brought me down, down, down. All I did was run around you. Frankie, do you remember? Do you remember me? Frankie, you walked me to the telephone. You sat and looked where it all began. I looked into your big eyes and said to myself, we could have twins. Frankie, do you remember? Oh, how you brought me down, down, down. All I did was run around. Never know how much I love you. You looked at me and then I blushed, 'cause I remembered when I loved you so much way back when we
To specially welcome you all to this very event, the second anniversary of BeeTv. Please, I'd like to recognize very specially dignitaries in our midst this evening, and this recognition is coming in no particular order. So I'd like to apologize first if I call you before someone you think should not be called before you. Please, I apologize ahead. These acknowledgements and recognitions are in no particular order, and as I get the name, I'll duly acknowledge your presence. Please, if I don't mention your name, do well to reach out to the teachers to give your names for proper recognition. This evening, we have the Secretary to Edo State Government, Musa Ikilo Esquire, ably represented today by Boogie Okwomio. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. We have also in our midst Honorable Barrister Pascal Ogbome. Thank you for joining us. We have Honorable Andrew Uzame, member Edo State House of Assembly. You're welcome. We have Sir Jonas Nobakai. Thank you so much for coming. We have also Honorable Egomare Igehon. Thank you for joining us. And all the way from the University of Benin, my mentor and guest this event, I'm talking of no other, Professor Eddie Oregbeme Eragbe. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor and privilege to recognize very specially in our midst today, representing Senator Matthew Rugide, Mr. Paul Nobore. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. We also have Right Honorable Reliance Okungbowa. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me recognize and appreciate the presence of the Deputy Leader, Oedo Legislative Arm, Honorable Odua Igbinosun. You're welcome, sir. We have here member representing Wonde and Oriomo Federal Constituency, Honorable Billy Osawao. You're welcome, sir. All right, we'd like to specially recognize in our midst the chairman of this occasion. He is the executive chairman at Edo State Internal Revenue Service, Otumba Honorable Oladele Bankole Balogun Esquire. Thank you. We are also privileged to have in our midst this afternoon the Executive Director of Commercial and Environmental Development, South-South Development Commission, Honorable Okeoke. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Like I said, I am still expecting more names. If your name is not mentioned here, please do well to reach out to the ushers to please put down your names, and I will duly acknowledge your presence. I know that my very first constituency, members of the staff from the independent television and radio, they are here seated. I recognize your presence. Thank you very much. Gentlemen of the press, our mommies there, I don't have your names, the ones with purple gele, looking elegant and beautiful. Please put your hands together for yourselves. I would appreciate you send your name so I can recognize you very specially. Thank you so much. We will continue with the program in earnest, and I will be back shortly. God bless you. Please, DJ, please. Also the best, I would say, best elder brother. I'm talking of Honorable Bede Yama. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Shomale in the building. DJ, please let's welcome. State, and now Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Adams Oshomole. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, can we now proceed as I call on Richard Ozuma for the opening prayers. Mr. Richard Ozuma, please step on stage for the opening prayers so we can begin this event in earnest. Ladies and gentlemen, please can we arise as we take the opening prayers. The prayers will be led by Mr. Richard Ozuma. Thank you.
Let's pray. We thank you so much, our Heavenly Father Jehovah, for this wonderful privilege that we have. And we thank you so much that we are alive to witness the second anniversary of BeeTv. We also thank you so much that we have a lot of persons, distinguished men. Please bless every member of Edo State who have been present to this occasion, and help us, please, so that everything that is going to happen in this event to go seamlessly. We know you are going to answer us because we believe you are a God who answers prayer. We beg you for all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much. Please, can we be seated? Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to once again, on behalf of the MD CEO, BeeTv News, Best Orator, welcome you to this second year anniversary of BeeTv. We are privileged this evening to have in our midst the Deputy Governor of Edo State, who is a special guest of honor at this event. I'm talking of His Excellency, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. Please, can we put our hands together for him? All right, can I have your attention, please? We also have a very special, dogged, ever young, dynamic, renowned personality, an icon who is an awardee today. I'm talking of no other, Senator, His Excellency, Senator Comrade Adams Oshomole. Please, can we celebrate him? Thank you for joining us. Ever young. You're welcome, sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is also my honor to recognize very specially the chief host of this event, Right Honorable Dr. Omoegie Ogbede Iyama. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Also seated very close to them is the Obazenua of Benin Kingdom, Honorable Chief Billy Adesua Osawa. You're welcome, sir. I'd like to specially recognize the Senior Special Advisor to the Governor of Sanudezwa. Thank you for joining us. We'd like to recognize also Dr. Ame Ogbemudia, Director General, Quality Education and Assurance. You're welcome, ma'am. Present with us this evening, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Procoms. We have also the Public Relations Officer, Edo Specialist Hospital, Solomon Ohiomokari. You're welcome. And we have also Honorable Osaro Idaosa, the leader in Kobaoka local government area. You're welcome, sir. As I get the names, we'll do the recognitions. Please, for now, I'd like the media to please display BeeTv at 2. Please, we have on screen BeeTv at 2. Media team, are we ready? All right. Please, if you know that acknowledge your presence
Hello,
here.
Best.
I want
Can you
to
quickly
know that
bring
you are
us up
very
to speed with
special.
what happened at the
Welcome
tribunal
you.
today?
We acknowledge you. And I
All
would
right,
like you to
Gift,
please
thank you
do
so
well to
very much.
give your names to the ushers around, and they will pass it to me, and I'll duly acknowledge your presence. Once again, thank you for joining us this evening. We're celebrating BeeTv at 2. We're celebrating hard work, commitment, dedication, and impact. Today, we are here to celebrate a woman who has put and our presence here today is a testament of our support and appreciation. Media team, do we have the
Hello, Best.
short
Can you quickly bring us up to speed with what happened at the tribunal today?
The DJ for now, and then I'll be
All
back
right,
shortly.
Gift, thank you so very much. Not so much happened today at the tribunal.
2 years ago, BeeTv News embarked on a journey to deliver quality news online. Today, we are proud to be a trusted household name in Edo State, Nigeria, and globally, with our extensive coverage of local, national, and international news, which has resonated with audience worldwide. On August 27, 2023, BeeTv News, an online media organization in Benin City, Edo State, owned by renowned journalist Best Orator.
Hello, Best. Can you quickly bring us up to speed with what happened at the tribunal today?
All right, Gift, thank you so very much. Not so much happened today at the tribunal.
2 years ago, BeeTv News embarked on a journey to deliver quality news online.
Hello, Best. Can you quickly bring us up?
Not so much happened today at the tribunal.
2 years ago, BeeTv News embarked on a journey to deliver quality news online. Today, we are proud to be a trusted household name in Edo State, Nigeria, and globally, with our extensive coverage of local, national, and international news, which has resonated with audience worldwide. On August State, owned by renowned journalist Best Orator, launched its digital studio equipped with world-class state-of-the-art facilities for commencement of full operations. The ultra-modern studio was launched by a former two-term governor and senator representing
Una want am back? Get it back. Before 100 days, as a governor, there will be a testimony of College of Education. Taking a stand in the ground. Taking a stand in the ground. Our brothers and our papas, making a look, making a guard, making a protect you. Done better, make no fear, won't pay.
Hereby acknowledge the receipt of the impeachment notice dated 5th of March 2024.
Instead of voting billions of dollars of money to state government,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce our guest speaker for the BeeTv News second anniversary, a scholar of high repute, a historian, a public intellectual, and a voice of conscience, Professor Eddie Iragbe, Professor of History and International Studies at the University of Benin. Professor Iragbe's academic journey spans over 3 decades, during which he has established himself not only as an exceptional teacher, but also as a profound thinker. He holds degrees in history and international studies and has served in several critical capacities within UNIBEN, including the Dean of Student Affairs, Faculty of Arts, Orator of the University, and as the Rector of the Advancement Office. As an engaged public intellectual, Professor Iragbe has consistently challenged both government and citizens to uphold democracy's promises. On World Press Freedom Day, he called on the media to champion unity and freedom of expression while resisting undue influence. He has also delivered lectures highlighting the importance of ethics, accountability, and good governance, emphasizing that democracy is not just a ceremony of elections, but is lived in service, institutions, and integrity. Professor Iragbe's research and public commentary cuts to critical issues: insecurity, the role of teachers and education in shaping tomorrow's citizens, the pressures faced by journalists, and the need for media to act both as mirror and catalyst for reform. Today, we are fortunate to have him deliver reflections on our theme, Nigerians' future, bleak or bright, the role of the media. We look forward to being challenged, inspired, and equipped. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming to the stage Professor Eddie Iragbe.
But one of the things about Professor Eddie Iragbe is that best has already pleaded with me. Prof, this is not another inaugural lecture. So I want to assure you that in about 10 minutes, these ideas that I have here will be put across to you. In this paper, I try to observe first that May of every year has become very important to us as Nigerians. Until, I think last year, May 29th was now a major date that we're celebrating in our country. And that was because, of course, it marked the return to democracy that is the Nigerians being given a chance to decide who will govern them. But we know that for rationale, well explained by Mr. President, that date again. What is the role in this whole exercise? That is making Nigeria. The role the media has been playing in our history as a people, and that is to say that from when we are talking of this media, I try to explain many things. What are we saying? I want to give a brief definition here, and that is a basic meta AI definition of mass media, which captures the media to be the various channels or platforms used to communicate with large audience. That is, of course, the television, the radio, newspapers, magazines, social media. What is the critical question about the future of Nigeria? And what role do we expect the media to play? Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, I have seen it. I won't say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot in our country. And I'm bringing a story of optimism, brightness, and hope as far as our country is concerned. And speaking as a scholar of international studies, I was there in the United States on a scholarship for 4 years where I got my PhD. I have studied other societies. We must maximize the opportunities and things that are before me.
While we are working for a brighter and better Nigeria, why am I saying so? Ladies and gentlemen, a time was that in many homes in our country, or in our state, yes, in our country, to find somebody that had a degree or even teacher's certificate was a problem. Look around us today, educationally, our country has moved in such a way. Both the federal, states, individuals have made it that there is now phenomenal access as far as education is concerned. There are challenges in that sector, but we are making progress in that direction. I'm here to say, universities in our country, when we gained independence, we started with one college, that is that of Ibadan, that later became the first university. So there is greater access. Hence why hospitals. As a historian, I also noted in this paper that although there are political disconnections for now, we cannot run away from the fact that the last governor administration of Edo State also made its impact, and the new government Ladies and gentlemen, the point I am making is that at the national level, we saw what Jonathan did. We saw later what the daring, courageous decisions of the current president, who is trying to change the narrative of our country. So democracy is what is facilitating this. We thank God that we are not in a country where somebody that is 92 or thereabout, who has been in office for close to 40 years, or thereabout as president, is still trying to continue. There is value in change.
It may not always be the best, but give others a chance to perform. So my first message is that no matter the shortcomings of our current democratic system, democracy must be sustained in Nigeria. And one way, this is my challenge to those in government, one way we can ensure people's faith, commitment to participate in democratic processes. This was apparently demonstrated by the Nigerian media. Critically and with objectivity, and of course, in this, they should, as most of them have been doing, call people. You find out once a decision is taken out, different media stations are inviting the people to come and explain. They want to tell you what is going on. Again, just this weekend, it became a trending story. My union, Academic Staff Union of Nigerian Universities. You know there's a warning about the strike. What happened? Through the media presentation of what happened when the Senate Subcommittee on Education met with that body, everybody is now saying, oh, is that what we will get things right? So, the last part of it, in fact, that as long as most Nigerians remain unemployed, hungry, and the education of the youth is not properly tackled, Nigeria will continue to be under the siege of evil. Must show true commitment to good governance, which will guarantee the provisions of dividends of democracy to the people of Nigeria. It will invariably help to tackle the problem of insecurity in the country. Nigeria is too blessed for the majority to continue to wallow in poverty, while a few continue to really be prosperous. It must go round. There are signs in some states of Nigeria that there is hope of possible good governance in Nigeria. Even the last federal government seem to have shown signs of transformation, although it remained a very contentious one, especially with and bastardized by a few. Addressing the needs of Nigerians stands out as the greatest change that Nigerians are looking forward to. The critical mass in this regard is those that work in the public service sector of the nation. The present government should continue greater commitment to addressing the expectations of the workers and indeed the ordinary Nigerians, and should avoid adopting measures that will put it on collision course with the workers. Indeed, the country truly belongs to all of us, and all hands must be on deck to rescue it and create a prosperous Nigeria. Edo State, in previous layers, like those of HE, that is Excellency Comrade Adams Oshomole, has shown positive signs of development. Even the immediate past administration made some tangible contributions, while the present contributions or the present administration in the state is already making praiseworthy contributions to the transformation of the state, and must sustain the pace of infrastructural development, and must pursue with zeal, doggedness, resourcefulness, innovation, and courage the overall development of the state. As the heartbeat of Nigeria, Edo State must set the pace. Nigeria under the present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been taking some very bold but challenging decisions, such as the removal of subsidy, which we hopefully, in the not too distant future, will reposition Nigeria on a very solid foundation of transformation and development that will make Nigeria's future a very bright one. The mass media cannot be left out in being part and parcel of helping to build the Nigerian future that we and indeed future Nigerians will be proud of. Thank you.
The land is green, it's green as you see. The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that was a lecture well delivered by an erudite scholar. Thank you, Professor Eddie Eragbe. Without wasting much time, we now call for her brief remarks before we proceed to the highlight of today's event, which is the award ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to welcome the coordinator, Office of the First Lady. I'm talking of Mrs. Edesili Okpebolo Anani for her address. Can we put our hands together for her?
Sun, the rose and the earth sings. The season's just beginning. The sunlight it hides as the clouds make way. For the pouring of my blessings, I will not be afraid. The land is green, it's green. Oh, oh. The land is green, it's green.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to specially welcome His Excellency, the Governor, Executive Governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Mondo Okpebolo, who is ably represented by Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. I would also like to welcome the Deputy Governor himself in his full capacity, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. I welcome Right Honorable Blessing Agbabaku, the Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, and all members with him. I welcome His Excellency, Senator Comrade Adams Oshomole, whom our guest lecturer spoke so highly of. You're highly welcome, sir. At this junction, on everybody on the high table, you're welcome, including the ladies' man. I was said here. However, to be the ladies' man it's good because it shows that you're a he for she. I mean, you're a he for she, and I know that. So I also welcome you here especially. Permit me to stand on all existing protocol. Let me give my brief speech so we can continue for today. It is indeed an honor in driving progress and accountability. The media bears the responsibility to highlight these realities, to hold leaders accountable. The media is the engine room of democracy. There's no democracy without the media. A free and ethical independent media is essential to a functional democracy. It informs the public, checks abuse of power, provides a platform for expression, and safeguards the public interest. Here in Edo State, under the distinguished leadership of His Excellency, distinguished Senator Mondo Okpebolo, the administration remains committed to partnering with media to advance transparency, accountability, and good governance. We recognize that a vibrant media landscape is vital to sustainable development and nation building. As we celebrate BeeTV's second anniversary, I heartily commend the management and staff for their dedication to quality journalism and for providing a platform where diverse voices can be heard. Your work contributes meaningfully to building a more informed and progressive society. Let us continue to collaborate to tell the right and accurate stories. Stories that inspires hope, that drives innovation, and reflects the true spirit of Nigeria. In conclusion, I urge everybody here present today to continue to support BeeTV in cash, in kind, and in encouragement. Congratulations once again, BeeTv, on this remarkable milestone. I wish you many years of impactful broadcasting and service to humanity. God bless Edo State, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, amiable First Lady. Madam First Lady Ma, please would like to appeal to you that you will join the executive governor's representative and other guests here present in the unveiling of the BeeTv Foundation shortly after this next item on the program. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to thank you for your time, for being here. We have gradually come to all right, before the award permits me to quickly recognize in our midst the Edo State House of Assembly member representing Oedo West constituency. I'm talking of Honorable Richard Osaro Edosa. Honorable Dr. Richard Osaro Edosa. He's one of us from Uniben. Thank you so much for coming around, sir. And we have also with us this evening the House member representing Akoko Edo 2 constituency, Honorable Donald Okogbe. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. I am told that the BeeTv crew, you have the clip for the award. The next is the award presentation. If we have that on now, please, can we hold the award?
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please join me as we honor a man whose name. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please join me. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please join me as we honor a man whose name is synonymous with fearless advocacy, structural reform, and public service. Senator Adams Ali Eric Oshamale, CON. Born in Iyamo, Esako West, local as president of the Nigerian Labour Congress Institute for the Dignity of Labour and the Rights of Workers across the nation, a period that defined him as a voice that would not be easily silenced. He later turned that spirit of service into transformative public leadership. In 2008, he was declared the governor of Edo State, and over 2 terms, he delivered bold, visible programs from an unprecedented school rehabilitation drive known as the Red Roof Revolution to major infrastructure and public service reforms that changed the face of the state. Those years marked a shift in expectations about what accountability, results-driven state government can look like. Senator Oshomole's service to public life did not stop at the state level. He has taken national leadership roles, including serving as the national chairman of a major political party, the All Progressives Congress (APC).
Of All Progressive Congress (APC), I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the Constitution of the party.
And later returning to elected office as Senator representing Edo North Senatorial District and today Chairman Senate Committee on Interior, continuing to use this platform to shape national debates and advocate for accountability. He has been widely recognized for his contribution to public life and to Nigeria's democratic experiment, including national honors and awards that reflect the scale of his impact. Yet, those accolades tell only part of the story. The fuller measure is seen in communities where roads were fixed, schools reopened, and public service was reimagined. Today, BeeTv News is proud to present Senator Adams Aliyu Eric Oshamale with the BeeTv News Icon of the Year Award in recognition of a lifetime spent amplifying the voice of the people, challenging the status quo, and building institutions that serve citizens. Please, give a warm and sustained round of applause as we welcome to the stage a statesman of courage and consequence, Senator Adams Aliyu Eric Oshamale, CON.
Senator Adams Oshomole for the Icon of the Year Award. This award will be presented by the Executive Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebolo, who is ably represented here by the Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, to be accompanied by members of that high table. Please join the chairman of the occasion, representatives. First Lady, please, can we support the governor in presenting this award to our distinguished Senator Adams Ali Oshomole. DJ, can we give us some tunes? As we decorate Senator Adams Oshomole, the Icon of the Year Award, to His Excellency.
Thank you very much. On behalf of BeeTv News Icon, first let me quickly say something, sir. I'm here to represent my principal, the Executive Governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebolo. And by the grace of God, I'm going to present this award to you. It's a BeeTv News Award. To you, sir, for your immense contribution towards the development of our dear state and our nation at large. So congratulations, sir.
We have another presentation for you, Senator. This is coming from the MD CEO of BeeTv, Miss Best Orator.
Your Excellency, you see, Mr. Chairman want to peep. I deliberately turn it to my side because I don't want them to see what is here. It's a special gift because you are a special father to me. On 27th of August, 2023, you came under the rain to launch the BeeTv Foundation. That day is indelible. And so we went to the archives and say, even though the comrade, the former governor and senator, can boast of hundreds of welcoming him as well, giving him a warm handshake. And then we quietly took His Excellency to his seat, where he is seated here. And seated close to His Excellency for budget and planning, Prince Clem Ikanade Agba. And then we have the 7th deputy governor at that time, Comrade Philip Shaibu, here seated with His Excellency. And then let me go further. The Excellency makes remark here. He told people that BeeTv is a brainchild that they should nurture to maturity. And here, that His Excellency is about to toe the same line today, that we are no longer going to be 2 years, we are going to progress. He's about to do similar thing. Here was where the Excellency was telling people to support our brand. And then here was the cutting of the tape on launching of the BeeTv Foundation. And then I took him round. I took him round the ultra-modern facility, joined by other guests who were there. And at the end of the day, distinguished Senator Oshomole was the first person to be interviewed in the digital studio of BeeTv. Because he doesn't want to be alone, we brought in the chairman of the occasion at that time, and then we brought in the former deputy governor, assistant governor at that time, to join him in our first ever interview. And thereafter, permit me, ladies and gentlemen, Her Excellency, the chairman of this occasion, the father of the day, the governor of Edo State, ably represented here, and distinguished audience, permit me to present this beautiful collection to our icon of the year, distinguished Senator Comrade Adams Eric Oshamole.
Thank you very much. I'm humbled. Can somebody help me? It's very heavy. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Akpako Rescue. How does it feel to represent such a powerful governor who, under 9 months, is redefining the meaning of governance and government? Governor Modo Kwelo, ably represented by a very young man. Until a moment ago, I had different definition for him, but I have withdrawn in the face of the declaration by Best. Deputy Governor Dennis Idahosa. The very, very eloquent. In fact, you have a very persuasive, soft voice. You have to tell me what you eat so that I can also eat it, so that my voice will be less harsh. The First Lady representative and all that you are doing to give life to that office. Because no matter how hard Governor Monday will try, there are issues of women which he will not be able to. And those who can't reach you, when they reach you, they have reached the governor. Then, thing. You know, it can be misleading. This man has enormous power to appropriate or to refuse to appropriate. You know, he has given so much legislative support to all the vision and mission and initiative of the governor. Blessing Agbebaku of Edo State House of Assembly. And the member representing the largest federal constituency, arguably in Nigeria. Uredo, my own local government too, because I'm from Ward 2. The chairman, you are representing, yeah. Thank you. But just to say, Best, that I'm very honored, I'm very humbled with what you have said and all that you have done, and even the gift that you have presented. As they say, when you are acknowledged for what you've done, it is also an invitation to do more. That fact is not lost on me. I also want to appreciate you for acknowledging my friend. He decided to confuse me today by wearing khaki color, but when I touched it, I found that it was 100% silk. We were just discussing that when he was proclaimed by Best that he is the ladies' man. And then the First Lady confirmed it. So this award has been given by the women. Of course, the Bible says that, blessed are thou among women. Congratulations. You got the best award, more than my own. So I accept this award and thank you so much. And I believe you will continue to grow from strength to strength in the interest of our country. Thank you.
Your Excellency, you just hold on. We have a special presentation for the Executive Governor of Edo State. And here we have the Coordinator Office of the First Lady, the Chairman, and yourself, and everyone here to present this very beautiful piece of mine that I'm giving to the Governor. The reason for doing this, please bring it, don't expose it. Thank you. The reason for doing this is because when His Excellency was elected on September 21, don't expose it. When he was elected, he was sworn in on November 12. It is on record, and I will proudly say it anywhere, that my first anniversary, which we did on December 7, was the first unofficial engagement of the governor and the deputy. In fact, BeeTv broke history to see that a function that is not government function, you have the governor and his deputy seated together. It was the first activity. Let everyone please clap for my governor. And I said, like I did to my father, there is something that a lot of people have not done, which I am going to do today. November 12th, just we have done, we'll give an insight to people who are putting things together. We have a beautiful frame for the governor. This will interest the governor, honestly. Okay, let's turn it. Let's show our guests what we have here. Yeah, this is what we have for Mr. Governor. You may want to know what is this. This is Mr. Governor's journey to the Senate, the 10th Senate when he was campaigning. And this was where Mr. Governor was declared the winner as the senator in the 10th Senate representing Edo Central Senatorial District. And here is the senator busy in the red chambers in one of the committee meetings. And here, the senator takes a bow. I am going to serve my people back in Edo State in full capacity. And thereafter, we have the senator here with the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria receiving the flag of the APC. And then this is where he emerged as the candidate of the All Progressives Congress in the September 21 governorship election. And then we have a couple of people who are flanked by the governor. And then we have again the man who can bring water out of stone. And they said, how do we best market this governor? There you see this man again at the middle. No other person than distinguished Senator Adams Oshomole leading the campaign of the senator and his deputy, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa. And thereafter, we see the governor addressing a crowd of people why they should support him. And thereafter, we move to the grand finale of the campaign at the University of Benin Sports Complex. You can see an array of people are here. The Senate President is here, the Vice President is here, Commander Shomole is here, and a whole lot of others. In this event, this is where my senior brother, Ogbede Hama, declared for the APC and said that he is going to do wonders in Oredo. Of course, you know the story. And then we have the governor voting for himself. He said, I will vote for myself. If I don't vote for myself, others will not vote for me. Here we have the governor casting his ballot on the day of election. And all of you know this. This is where the governor was declared the winner. And we were seated in the parlor of Senator Adams Oshomole when they got the news and they raised the governor up. You can see other people who are there. I think you people should clap. This is a beautiful collection. And then after we see the governor here going to the INEC headquarters to receive his certificate of return. And thereafter proceeded to the villa to present his certificate of return to Mr. President. In this picture, he's flanked by his deputy governor, where they both met Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, showing him their certificate. Here we have an array of governors, former chairman of the APC, Umanganduje, and others here. And thereafter, we see the governor taking oath of office. He was sworn in by the Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Yobosa Okungbowa. And then we see him signing that. And thereafter, he moved around the stadium waving his hand. When making his speech in one of these pictures, he said that he will hit the ground running. Doing that, the governor indeed fulfilled that promise. And that is what you are seeing here. Just few days, the governor moved to the flyover bridge at the Ramat Park and flagged off the flyover bridge. Can you clap for the governor, please? And then he was making the speech, telling the people how long this project will take. And thereafter, we see him going on inspection in company of his deputy governor right here. At the time we brought out this picture, this is the stage the bridge has gotten to, but I can tell you, Your Excellency, distinguished guests, that it has gone beyond this. In fighting security, the governor purchased brand new vehicles for the security and not a refurbished one. And this is what you're seeing right here. And in 15 years that the Edo line has remained moribund, the governor has brought back Edo line with new fleet of vehicles. On this day, the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, was on hand and other guests to inaugurate the new Edo line. And down here, we see the first Workers' Day celebration that His Excellency, as a sitting governor, attended. That's the Workers' Day celebration. The first Armed Forces Remembrance Day that the governor attended. The first Children's Day celebration that the governor attended. And of course, this is also it. Permit me to give this to distinguished Senator Oshomole, the First Lady of Edo State, the Chairman, the Father of the Day, and the Speaker, to join the Comrade Oshomole to present these to the governor.
On behalf of the Chief Executive Officer, now this is the problem. The ladies' man can be seen from far, but if I stand behind this, nobody will see me. And he has advised that I should stand by the side. On behalf of the management of BeeTv, it is my rare honor and privilege to present this pictorial which captured the history in public service, a journey from the Senate to the Osadebe Avenue, and from Osadebe Avenue to various sites to commence work as the executive governor, a co-driver, or the motorboy.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. On behalf of my principal, the Executive Governor of Edo State, distinguished Senator Monday Okpebolo, I accept this collection of history, a pictorial history, for what my news, for this remarkable, you have actually reignited the spirit of Akpakomiza to do more for Edo people. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much. We'd like to appreciate you all. Thank you, BeeTv. A group photograph. All right. A group photograph with those on stage. Thank you so much. You know, there's one thing I love about Best. Best is someone who knows how to show gratitude. She's someone who appreciates, and I know that this will spur the governor and our distinguished senator to continue to support, and to everyone seated here to continue to support BeeTv. Thank you very much. Please, you can quickly take your seats, and after that, we'll allow you to please rest for a while, and then we'll move straight to the high point of today's ceremony, which is the unveiling of the BeeTv Foundation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor to be here today anchoring the second year anniversary of BeeTv. We've had lecture delivered by our very own erudite scholar from the University of Benin on the topic, Nigeria's Future. Bleak. Once again, on behalf of the MD CEO, I'd like to appreciate the coordinator, Office of the First Lady and her team for joining us right here on this occasion. All government functionaries here present, we say thank you for being here. We'd like to thank this Mr. Speaker, sir. Thank you very much for your patience and your time. God bless you. I will now hand the microphone to the MD, the dogged, the indefatigable MD CEO of BeeTv, Best Orator, to take this session.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, we've come to the peak of these much talked about BeeTv's second anniversary. We're about to launch a foundation. And what does this foundation stand for? It is important that you know. It is good that you are abreast with what we are about to do so that you can better appreciate it. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Your Excellencies, I do not just stand before you as the Chief Executive Officer of BeeTv News. I stand before you as someone whose childhood tells the story of millions of Nigerian children today. I remember walking to primary and secondary school, often without food in my stomach. I remember trekking barefoot, not because it was fashionable, but because my parents could not afford shoes. I remember classmates who dropped out, not because they lacked intelligence, but because poverty closed. They became the fire in my spirit. They became the reason I vowed that if God blessed me with a platform, I would use it not just to tell stories, but to change lives. That is why we are launching the BeeTv News Foundation. This foundation is not just about charity. It is about dignity. It is about ensuring that the next generation of children in Edo State and Nigeria will not have to endure the same hardship, the hunger, the hopelessness, the despair that so many of us endured. But this vision cannot stand without you. We need you. We need your partnership, your resources, your goodwill. Tonight, I ask you from the depth of my heart, let us come together and write a different story for our children. Let us invest in their education, in their well-being, and in their tomorrow. A shoe may look like just leather, but to a child who has walked barefoot for years, it is dignity. A meal may look like just food, but to a hungry child in school, it is the energy to dream. A scholarship may look like just paperwork, but to a family living in despair, it is hope. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot all change the world in one night. But tonight, each of us can light a candle, and together, we can chase away the darkness. Support the BeeTv Foundation. Let us ensure that no child is left behind. Let us ensure that no dream is cut short. And let us ensure that from our collective sacrifice, a brighter tomorrow, and indeed, a brighter Nigeria will rise. Thank you, and God bless you. At this point, may I call on the icon of the year to please do us the honor, and the governor of Edo State, the First Lady, BeeTv News Foundation. We are calling on the First Lady, whose heart carries sympathy, to help us unveil this BeeTv News Foundation.
And truth prevails, our land where there's hope for